What's going on, YouTube? Claykeysult back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news update. And yeah, I've been gone for a bit. I had a week there that I didn't have any videos out, and I'm just going to say that was personal reasons. I had some head things. I had to get over some mental issues. And then I went to Germany to visit Tecmaki. I don't know if you guys know, I'm another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius content creator. We went to Gamescom. I got to try out for the first time, if you guys know what I'm talking about, in Final Fantasy 14, where you have to fight the Espers and you get a t-shirt. We got a Locksmith t-shirt because we're awesome. And other than that, man, just had a great time at Gamescom, and just wanted to get that out of the way of why I haven't been here. And I have a ton of stuff to cover right now. First off, before we even get into the global stuff today, which is awesome, actually, the update this week is actually pretty cool, let's talk about some stuff going on in JP, and the most important thing you guys are probably thinking about, that's right, Sephiroth was released in JP, or will be released. The news was shown for him, and apparently he's going to be an amazing unit. The things we know about him already, that was shown from the Nico live stream, which is pretty much their, like, news update. They always get to watch. I think it's like a live stream. But they showed that he'll be a 5-star base going up to 6 stars. So we all thought Sephiroth would be like a, you know, our first 6-star base, 7-star. Like, nah. He's going to be a 5-star base going up to 6-star. His TM will be the Masamune, the big, you know, katana. And it's supposed to have a lot of attack power on it. He will have 2 abilities. One will chain with Onion Knight in his ability, which is a 7-hit frame, I do believe, and the other will also chain with Orlandeau. So that's insane, guys. So that means if you have Orlandeau or Onion Knight friends, you get Sephiroth, you guys could be chaining with him. And again, this is JP, not global, but I need to talk about it. It's fucking Sephiroth. And then he'll have like a gotcha up system with him. And I was speaking to Nazta, the guy over on Reddit, because again, my JP knowledge isn't that big. And apparently what he thinks it might be like is similar to some things they've received before, where like every time you summon, you have a chance, I think it's 10% of getting a rainbow ticket, so then you can, like, you know, use that to try to get Sephiroth. Or after 15k spent of Lapis, it's kind of like a mercy pool where you're guaranteed a rainbow, but the rainbow won't be you know, the 50% on Sephiroth. It's where the rainbow, the 10+1 will happen, and there'll be a rainbow that pops up, and it'll be similar to the EX ticket system where it's not actually a banner upgrade. I don't know how it's going to work, but for everybody over on JP, the best of luck to you guys. Sephiroth sounds sick, and congratulations on you guys getting another sick character. Where's our Final Fantasy VII? Where's our Cloud? We've been waiting. Speaking of stuff in JP going on, again, we're going to talk about global now. They did receive a lot of our global exclusives that we thought were only our units. And so a lot of people are talking about that. They're kind of mad about them. My 2 cents is I don't really care. They can have our global exclusives. They changed them a bit. They were exclusive to us in the beginning. And that's kind of the same thing with, like, Destiny, if you guys ever had it for PS4. They had some, like, early exclusives, like beta came early to the PS4, or the game released some of the stages early on the PS4. And then they eventually came at everything else. So I'm not upset that they got our units, but I am upset they keep getting all these good units like Sephiroth the Cloud. Like, I just want Cloud. I love 7 too, like I know a lot of you guys do out there. But overall, there are a lot of things that Gumi needs to change. I wish they would give us a 3% upgrade to rainbows. It's kind of getting ridiculous with these rates. I'm really lucky. Sometimes I'm not really lucky. You guys don't see a lot of that, but I want that to happen. There's just a lot of quality of life changes too. But in the end, guys, don't be too upset they got our exclusives. That's all right. It doesn't really affect us at all. You know, that's just like, my dick's bigger than your dick. No, JP's dick's bigger. Like, don't worry about that. Just have fun with the game and how you're going to work it, all right? So moving on, let's talk about our actual news this week for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius in the global version. Okay, so we have maintenance going on. When does that happen? Okay, it's happening Wednesday into Thursday, so it has been going like that a lot. So good job on that, keeping the maintenance going. Oh yeah, we did have emergency maintenance yesterday, and the reason they did it is this. Before the emergency maintenance, there was a community reward which was sent through the inbox. At the same time, some players received an additional mail with incorrect rewards, and they gave us 100 lapis for it. It was like a trust Moogle times like 1,000 million, kabillion, kajillion. Like, it was insane. There was a lot going on there with that, and so yeah, that happened. So you guys aren't getting a million, kajillion, billion trust Moogles, but you did get 100 lapis for them messing up on the typo or whatever. You actually couldn't accept it, so they actually tried to give you that many. Crazy. Okay, then we have Gil Snapper's Cave. If you need that Gil, go ahead and get this, but I don't think you should need that much Gil since we had the Nier raid recently, but I'm not sure how you guys are feeling on Gil. And then, like, they're giving us so much stuff. The story continues, guys, so we're going to learn more about the story after that epic cliffhanger, which I'm not going to go into too much. Spoilers, obviously, some of you guys are on the way through it. But it was insane. I can't wait to see what happens. And then we get a new Esper, Sylphid. Looks awesome. I can't wait to see it. Heaven's Wind, wind damage to all enemies. I have no idea about Sylphid. We're going to learn about that, excuse me, in a video when I actually unlock Sylphid, learn about the, you know, the way to put the the Esper points in. So as soon as this comes out, I do believe this will be out Thursday, right? The story continues as a Thursday. Yeah, Thursday after maintenance. So I don't stream on Thursday. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and try to rush through the story real quick, get Sylphid, and do a video on how to unlock her, and then the best way you guys should be putting your points in that I see. You know, my opinion on it. So, but that's pretty cool. They already give us, every time you scroll down, you see a new Esper, it's like, what's gonna happen, dude? How good is that Esper? And then we have Castle Hein. This is our Final Fantasy III event dungeon, and it is a King Mog event. You're getting wing things, apparently. That's what we're trading in. Everybody's been wanting the King Mog event, myself included, running low on things. We did have the raid, but we still needed some, you know, awakening materials, and also ability awakenings if you need them. I do. I recently put Ace up to beat the Marlboro, which, again, I don't even have a Marlboro defeat video up, but I did do it on camera. I can actually put that on. It didn't give me the limit burst kill because the game, like, my app closes so much on this iPad, it's insane. I turned every animation off, and it still just closes all the time, so I went through the whole Marlboro, it never closed, because closing's actually bad for me. I don't like, the way my setup I did it was that, like, if a turn count got fucked up, that was it. So every time it would close, the turn count would get fucked up and I would lose. But it ended, like, I killed it, I did everything, I popped everything and killed it, and then guess what happens, guys? The thing resets, and then I do it with my limit burst. I'm mad, right? It resets, I thought I messed everything up. So I end up losing the limit burst kill there because I touched it weird, I hit it in weird. Actually, I'll probably show that over here right now while I'm talking about it so you guys can see the kill there and the team I used. But, you know, maybe I'll make a video if you guys want it about the Marlboro, but the Marlboro, honestly, it either needs tweaked or it's never going to be completed. Like, the robot trial can eventually be completed by, like, you know, budget builds, people who are just pulling 4-star base units. But the Marlboro trial is hard without Setzer luck. I've seen a lot of Chizuru Setzer comps going on where you chain up with Chizuru and hit him with Setzer. It could require a little bit of luck. You guys have to try that out. Anyway, let's get back to this event. Sorry, I've just been all over the place, so consider this like a vlog kind of thing. Event exclusive equipment. We got the Onion Helm. Dude, I love the way Onion Knight looks. On top of the fact that the City of Final Fantasy beta is out. Don't even get me started on that. I think it's sweet. Attack 15, defense 20, enable healthy when equipped to Onion Knight, so only an Onion Knight. Boost resist to poison, sleep, confuse, and disease. That's pretty good. And attack 15 ain't bad. Defense 20, so, I mean, you always want to have that in your back pocket if you get Onion Knight, so you can throw that on him just in case he needs to be resist to these status elements, which is pretty cool. Oh, and then Onion Armor is also Onion Knight? Attack 10, defense 40, alright. Enables Naughty when equipped to Onion Knight, boost HP about 50%. I like it a lot. So if you need to be a little bit more defensive and you don't have a lot of TMs, these two on Onion Knight, if you end up getting lucky to pull them, insane. Global exclusive rewards, Casanova, HP 15%, can't turn down an HP 15%. Enables Casanova when equipped to Desh. Casanova, chance to protect females from death. Of course it is. Of course, he puts a rose in his mouth. It's like, don't worry, I got you, Casanova. Like, of course. And then we have Water Maiden, Spirit 15%, not the greatest. Enable Water Maiden Blessing when equipped to Arya. Is it Arya? I guess that's how you say it. I'm thinking Game of Thrones now since the season finale just happened. Water Maiden Blessing, restore HP for all allies over 3 turns. So not the worst, although I think Arya already has really good healing abilities, so I don't even know why you would want that. Maybe that restore HP is really big over 3 turns, so then you might want to be casting that. We don't know. And then you can see, sneak peek of the banner we're about to talk about. We got Onion Knight. I think that's, what is his name? Desh, excuse me. Arya, and no idea what that pretty lady that looks like Jasmine from Aladdin is, but that's pretty cool. So obviously, King Mog event, these units are going to be getting the raid up. It looks like we have 2 4-star bases, 1 5-star base. Thank you, Gumi. It's over. The double 5-star base is over. And then, obviously, the Veritas of the light there wasn't double 5-star base. But yeah, and then, okay, Ouroboros, which, Fullmetal Alchemist tattoo right here. Ouroboros, and then we have the Sea Lion, which I've looked at this before. I did this video, and that thing is the goofiest looking motherfucking thing I have ever seen in my life. He's like, like his line. I don't know. It's going to be funny. Ouroboros is weak to Demon Killer, and Sea Lion is weak to Aquan Killer, Kupo. Be prepared for Ouroboros stone influencing attacks. So you're going to have stone prevention on either from Veritas of the Earth. You can use Eileen for that too if you need to. The number, and obviously there are a lot of other options. And the number that appears varies by level, so obviously you get more going up. So that's King Mog event for you guys, nothing new there. And here we go, a banner to sink your teeth into. I'm talking insane. So it's Arya, Desh, and Sarah. Okay, so it's Sarah. So I need to learn this. I never played Final Fantasy 3. So these are games you have to get on like Game Boy now, right? Like, or obviously not Game Boy, you know, the DS, or I guess you can get them maybe on Steam. But yeah, I never got a chance to play Final Fantasy 3. It seems like I'm don't get to play a lot of Final Fantasies. My Final Fantasy life was like 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, up from there. I never got to play the past ones because it was just like, I don't know. It was like Pokemon, and that was it. Like all the consoles there. Anyway, so we have Onion Knight here. Also, I know I'm talking a lot, but whatever. Secret of Mana is getting a new HD remake on the PS4, PS Vita, and then I think it comes on Steam too. Can you believe that? They announced that. That was insane. On top of the fact, I'm going to talk again. Sorry, guys. We'll get into this. Sorry, skip around if you want to. They're having a Final Fantasy 15 and Assassin's Creed, like, mix. Did you guys see the trailer for that? Like, you can go search on YouTube right now. Final Fantasy 15 Assassin's Creed are coming together. It's going to be a new free download of Final Fantasy 15 where, like, you dress up as assassins. Like, Noctis looks like an assassin. He has moves like an assassin from Assassin's Creed. So does that mean FFBE might be getting a little collaboration? Because they did a lot with Ariana Grande when they signed with her. So maybe because they have worked with Ubisoft now with the Assassin's Creed name, maybe we get a little banner. Maybe we get a little bit of Assassin's Creed characters up in here. I don't know. That would be awesome. But anyway, Onion Knight. Onion Knight, when he comes out, probably the best physical damage dealing chainer in the game when he hits. He has no enhancements in JP, and he's still number 2 on the rankings. Guy is a boss. He just chains like a madman. He hits like 12 times, I think, for a 4 times multiplier already on him. And I think it's 7 hit frames. Now, that is very rare, so it's only going to be really him. Now, Holy Explosion has some 7 frames in it, but it also has like a 5 chain in it that'll like make things weird. But again, we've seen when I use like A2, 2B, Dark Landu, Orlandu, like if you put them all together, it eventually will chain if you have a lot of fillers in there. But we're talking about like 2 units together. You're going to have another Onion Knight. But he's an amazing unit, guys. He has dual wield innately. He has a lot of attack passives. He has a sword mastery. You're going to be able to get his attack really high, and he hits 12 times. For a 4 times multiplier, I do believe, on his normal move. And then if you get his amazing Onion Sword here, so this is a sword, attack 135, gives you Blade Blitz for a little bit of AoE if you need it, if you don't want to use Odin, and then enables Onion Cutter when equipped by Onion Knight. And Onion Cutter is an insane hitting ability. Let me see, let me make sure this is 7. So I think Onion Cutter is still 7. Yes, Onion Cutter is still 7, but it adds it up to 16 hits, so Onion Cutter is a bigger hitting move. And I do believe it has even a higher, let me see what this multiplier is right here. 5.2 up from the 4 times that you had before. So 5.2 is pretty damn good. Now, comparable to A2, again, like I keep saying best because, you know, A2 is global exclusive. A2 after using Limit Burst is insane. So remember, because that's a huge attack, but the Limit Burst has to be maxed. She is insane when she's in Berserk mode. So she actually could rival Onion Knight. She also has dual wield, so I guess maybe when I said he was the best, I think I'm just so excited because A2 wasn't on my radar until she came out. So I think they're going to rival each other. They're going to be up there. But Onion Knight is insane, guys. Again, Onion Sword, a great TM. You want that. You want to enable the Onion Cutter, which is the 16 hit over the 12 hit, and the 5.2, right? Was it 5.2? Yes, 5.2 times multiplier to one enemy. Insane damage. Everybody out there who gets lucky enough to get an Onion Knight, time to start spitting out them TM Moogles if you've been saving them because you want to use them on him. He also has these Splendors of the Wind, Fire, Water, and Earth. And what that does, guys, is it isn't an Imperil. So that's the one thing about Onion Knight you need to look out for. He doesn't have the Imperil in his kit automatically. You're going to have that somewhere else. You're going to have the element on him. You would think that these actually, like, you know, would imperil, but they don't. They do the wind damage, the fire damage, the water damage, earth damage, so that does add that when you do it. But the other thing it does is it boosts, like, the opposite element to your whole team. Let me see, make sure I know the percentage on it. 70%, which is pretty fucking high. So if you're ever in a situation where you're like, I kind of need to bring a green mage, I need my water or my, you know, what is this, like earth, you know, fire, etc., resist put up, Onion Knight's going to be able to do that while doing damage. Again, but his strongest abilities, I do believe his strongest chaining abilities are the Onion Cutter and the weaker version there. But you can use these to do the elemental damage and then also boost up your resist. So again, the bad things about Onion Knight, I guess you could say, are that he really needs an Imperil person on the team. Same with 2B, same with A2, but we have that in Ace and other units, and if you have them, or there are other units like that. 9S can do it for you too. And then also, he has to have an elemental element attached to him, and if you use any of these abilities, it's going to add that element plus your element, going to split up the damage, you know, the Imperil thing going on there. But to overall, Onion Knight, great SSSS tier, very, very strong, very cool looking. I love his look, because it kind of reminds me of, like, I'm going to say this, like Kingdom Hearts looking in this game. Like, I feel like Sora would look somewhat similar to him with those baggy pants and the red, and I don't know. But I have a soft place in my heart for Onion Knight. Very, very good. Let's talk about Desh real quick. Desh is like a debuffer. He's like a worse 9S on your team. He has Desh's earrings, attack 45 earrings. Eventually, guys, we're going to be hitting that 300% cap, and Japa Mala It does give you HP and stuff, but this 45 attack is pretty up there. The highest we had before was 30. This is going to be amazing on anybody that has to use double hand or true double hand whenever that comes out on global. Very, very good earrings. 4-star base, so it's going to be hard to get. And other than that, his like breaks are good, but they're not the best. They're not the highest percent up there. Oh, and speaking of Onion Knight real quick, I know I'm all over the place, sorry. Onion Knight, let me look at this Limit Burst real quick. Okay, if you max out his Limit Burst, it hits, what is it, 16 times, 8 times multiplier to all enemies. 16 hits, 8 times. Okay, and then increases attack for everybody by 105%. And then it's going to break the defense by 74%. Guys, that is insane. All of these things added together means your whole team is doing so much more damage. Twin Swords is his Limit Burst. It is insane. Like, Onion Knight broken. Like, good unit. Pull for him. Oh, okay, so talking about Desh here, I think he has good breaks, but they're not as good as 9S. They're not as good as other units like Soleil, for example, with her enhancement. Soleil is an amazing character. If you guys need a breaker, you need a buffer on your team, Soleil can do all of that and more. And she's a 4-star base, been on 2 banners already, so yeah. So, Desh, you're not looking good for me, man. We're going to go ahead and put you down. You do have your uses, but if you already have a breaker, you already have, you know, somebody else like that on the team, you're good. But Arya now, Arya is very interesting. Arya is going to be a healer on your team, a support unit. Arya's Ribbit, MP 15%, Defense 15, Spirit 45, Water Resist 20%. Now, this is a really good hat. Then possibly you could put on a support unit with that Spirit 45 with the MP 15%, very strong. Although we do have Cat Ears Hood to give us that Elemental Resist too if we need it. So, I really like this team. I might want to have one on my team, you know, for somebody who needs a little bit of water resist too, but there are other options out there also that you may want to look into. She has Kuraja, she has Noble Dedication, she has MP Regen, which is very important here. She has Miracle of Rebirth, Revive and fully restore all allies. Plus she has that global exclusive Spirit 15% with that heal over time that she can put on herself. So what she's going to do for you is she's going to be really strong. I think she's like a little bit above Refia with dual cast and Ishtola. She's going to be a healer out there that is not as good as Tillith and is not as good as like other high tier ones that are going to be coming out and like Ayaka, but she is very strong. So if you pull her, she is probably going to take a place on your team with her MP regeneration. She can put on everybody for you know, over time, and then she also has Kuraja, and then she has that full raise on everybody. And we've seen in trials before the people who are missing out on Tillith, that was very important to recovering if you made a mistake or just living in general. So Arya, very good unit. You definitely want to get your hands on her if you're looking for a healer like that if you missed out on Tillith. And then we have Sarah here. You know, looks like, you know, if you cover up her face, which I can't do on mine, I'm doing it on mine. You know, I thought it was like a Jasmine look in her clothes. Sarah looks like she's going to be a healer too. Didn't look too much into Sarah. Defense plus 15, Magic 20, Spirit 55. Woo! Wind resist 30. Okay, not that bad either. Like, there are so many robes out there running around, but the wind resist the plus 30, I mean, I don't know, maybe useful. In terms of like throwing her on her team, she'll probably be lower. TM farming team, I do believe. What I mean, excuse me. Cheer. We already have a lot of cheers going on, so you guys know what that is. You can boost attack and defense for all allies. Retreat command. Add chance of evading 1 physical attack for all allies. So that could be useful. You know, maybe there's a time when like there's a boss that's gonna be like it's like shit on you, and this could be you know. It's a chance of evading, though. I don't know how high that's going to be. If it said just evade a physical attack, actually, that'd be broken. You just keep casting, like, yeah. So, never mind. So, maybe that's useful. Princess Healing, Cure Poison Blind. So, just, ooh, and Stone, though. And Stone on there. All right, not too bad. Let's see if there's anything weird down here. These units will be added to the EX and Tempo Summon Pool without any increase in drop rates. Select Trust Master rewards are not stackable. Okay, so, select Trust Master rewards are not stackable. I don't know. What does that mean? What do you mean select? Like, how do they select them? Anyway, all right, cool. Whatever. Okay, so we're at the end of the video now. I'm going to go into more detail on the banner review. I'm going to try to hopefully get Onion Knight this Friday. I will be streaming at 2 p.m. on Twitch. That's my stream times from now on. Also, where is it at? Where's it at? Twitch. And also, guys, I didn't get to announce this. I should have done it earlier in the video because you guys probably fall asleep already. But I will be hosting with Shali, who is the a great person on Twitter that gets all that information out to us, is on the Final Fantasy Brave Exodus official videos. You guys should know her by now. I'm going to be hosting New York Fan Festa for FFBE. Now, I know, I knew it for a while. People were asking me, hey, Clank, you going to New York because you're really close to it? And I was like, I'm not allowed to say, maybe. Yeah, I'm hosting it. I'm super nervous, guys. I hope I don't get up there and I'm like, oh, hey, welcome to the Fan Fest. You guys like Final Fantasy? Fuck, I fucked up. No, I'm not going to be like that. But you know what I mean? It's going to be a great experience. And also, guys, if you guys get a chance to go out there, signups are already over. So if you won your ticket, congratulations and best of luck to you guys on winning that. I don't know when they're going to announce that. I will do my best to, after the event, if you guys would like to meet me, talk to me, hang out, I don't know, do stuff. I'll try to have like somewhere where we can meet and hang out, talk to you guys. If you guys just want to do whatever, you know, like, I guess a fan meetup. I don't know what you would call it. But yeah, I'll try to do that after that too. But I'm super excited, super honored that Square Enix would, you know, reach out their hand to me and say, you know what? You're a pretty cool cat. We're gonna let you go do this. Don't fuck it up. All right, I'm gonna try my best. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how excited and how mad you are that you want Sephiroth, the one-winged angel, or how excited you are for Onion Knight, because I'm gonna be going hard for him. And subscribe for future content. Feels good to be back, baby. See you later.